everyone, welcome back. And again, I hope your bodies are feeling great today. So today is day 15, so halfway through your 30-day spring transformation. So today we're going to be looking at spinal mobility. So we're looking at all the different movements your spine is designed to do. So we'll be looking at flexion, lateral flexion, rotation, articulation, so sequential movement through the spine, and of course extension as well. So yeah, so there's quite a few to get through, but use this routine just to help build up flexibility, and you can use it in the morning, you can use it in the evening, any time of day that best suits you. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start in your standing position. And we do have a little assistant with me today, so this is Alfie. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see him quite a lot on my Instagram pages. Occasionally he likes to join in, but apart from that, he's very chill, so he just falls asleep mainly, or just stares out the window. So we're going to start with a roll down, so I'm just going to do it sideways on, so you can just see what my spine is doing. So just quickly, just sort of scan the body, just check everything's in the correct position. So toes pointed to 12, knees are soft, neutral position, natural curve in your spine, ribs are closed, open for the chest, open for your collarbone, shoulder blades nice and wide and long, and then lifting out from the top of the head as much as you can. Okay, so starting with your roll down, you're going to do a very small chin nod, so just nodding your chin to the chest, and you're going to start to bend forward with the upper back. So that's again flexion of the spine, and then you're going to continue to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, and then you're going to hold it at the bottom, and then you're going to roll back up. And just think about engaging through those abdominals. So pull that belly button in towards your spine and just restack bit by bit. So you're going to inhale at the top and then exhale to nod and then roll down section by section, bit by bit. Inhale at the bottom and exhale to roll back up. Okay, and then just keep doing that. So now I'm going to face the front. So take a breath in and breathing out, nodding the chin to the chest, rolling down section by section, and just really noticing how your spine is feeling today. And notice how the rest of your body is feeling as well. So any tension, any tightness, and then just try and let go of that tension as much as possible. And then again, so just breathing out on the way down. Inhale and pause, and then exhale to roll back up. Yeah, so really trying to articulate the spine, and again, your spine is designed to move in this way, so that's why it feels quite natural, and it feels good. It feels really good for the spine. And just take a few repetitions just to start to feel like it's loosening up a little bit by bit. Okay. And then we'll do one more. Good, and then just roll all the way back up to your standing position. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to come down to the mat. So we're going to use this as a transition to bring you down to the floor. So when you're ready, so again, just draw the belly button in. You're going to nod your chin to the chest. We're going to roll down towards the mat. And then when you get to the bottom, really let the head be heavy, and then just bend your knees, walk your hands forward slightly, and then just bring your knees down one at a time, come into that 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and then just finding that neutral position and draw the belly button in. So we're now going to do an extended cat. So this is not a full cat. So just looking at the extension of the spine now. So we're just going to practice moving tailbone and head away from the center of your body. So we're going to draw the abdominals in, We're going to lengthen the tailbone. You're going to bring the chest forward, bring your breastbone forward. Take your eye line towards the end of your mat. And we're trying to move equal amounts at the top and at the bottom. And then you're going to hold this position. And then you're going to come back to your starting position. So just come back to that natural curve. So there's no angry cat, okay? Not today. So you're going to inhale to prepare and then exhale. So coming into that extension, so lengthening your tailbone, lifting the chest, lifting the breastbone up. Hold this position and then come back to your natural neutral position. And then again, so you inhale to prepare and exhale, going into that extension. And I know this can feel quite tight. Inhale and hold, and then exhale to return back to your neutral. And then again, take a breath in and breathing out. Inhale and hold, and exhale back to your neutral. Okay, just do this once more. Good, well done. And you can have a little rest from the upper body and just sit back into a resting position. So ideally, whenever you've done any extension for the spine, it's just good to have a little release afterwards, just to do the opposite. So just round at the back. Okay, so now we're going to come into some rotation. Okay, so rotation, really important for your spine, so helps you a lot with everyday movement. Something as very small as putting your seatbelt on in the car. That little bit of twisting, that little bit of rotation can get more and more restricting if the spine is not doing enough of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do thread the needle. So we're going to flip the right hand over, so the palm of your hand is facing up towards your chest. You're then going to bend your supporting elbow. You're going to turn the head, and then you're going to rotate the upper back, rotate through the ribs, and then you're going to slide your hand through, and you come into a little bit of a hip hinge as you come down through into that twist. Then you're going to hold this position, and then you're going to come back through, and then really think about the opposite rib pulling you back through, then the upper spine, then the head and neck. And then we're going to rotate the other way, so that hand is going to float up, and you're going to look towards the hand as it goes up towards the ceiling, if that feels okay on the neck. If not, just keep the head down, and then just bring your arm back down towards the mat. Okay, and then we're going to do it again on the other side. So we're going to flip the hand over, and then we're going to turn the head. We're going to bend your supporting elbow. We're going to rotate through the upper back, ribs, and then try not to collapse. And we're still trying to maintain a bit of a natural curve here in your spine. Inhale and hold, and then you're going to press the hand into the floor, and you're going to twist, untwist, and look to the other side, look towards the arm, look towards the hand if we can, and then bring the arm back down. Okay, and then just repeat that again. So you're going to flip the hand over, take a breath in, breathing out as we go into your rotation, into your twist. Inhale and hold, and then exhale to come back through, taking the arm up, follow the hand, reach, 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 and lower the arm down. And then again, so flipping the hand over, head, upper spine, ribs, follow the hand, hold, and then come all the way back up and lower the arm. Okay, do this one more time on each side. And then that's it, and then you're just going to rest. That's it. So again, just reach your arms forward and let the head and neck go. Take a few breaths here in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. And when you're ready, just roll yourself up. And then we're going to come into a seated position. So again, if you need to grab a cushion or anything you need just to help with your neutral, help to get into a more comfortable position. So cross-legged, soles of your feet together. So come into a long frog if that's comfortable for you. Yeah, so stick with that. So we're going to come into some lateral flexion now. So we've done this quite a few times now during the last week or so. So if you just bring your arms out to the side, lift out of your lower back. So think about the length of your spine. So you're really trying to create space around your hips, around the lower back, and then again, always picture that imaginary string. It's always there pulling you up, 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 up. Lift, 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 lift. Okay, and then engage in the tummy. So need that for support. Okay, so pressing the feet down into the mat. You're going to lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to go over to the top, over to the side, sorry. And then we're going to hold this position. And then we're going to come all the way back up. And then we're going to lower the arm down. So again, you want to float the arm up first before you even come into your side bend. And then think of the head and neck start to move, then the upper back, then the ribs move. Then you're going to hold that position. And again, you want to feel like there's a rope attached to this opposite rib, and then someone's pulling that rope for then the ribs to initiate, and then the upper back, then the head and neck, and then bring the arm back down. So a lot of the time, the arms can take over. And then when the arms take over, the spine isn't getting as much movement as it could. So really try and, again, use that mind and body connection and really think about what you're trying to do for your body, for your spine. Okay, so you inhale to float the arm up. Exhale as you go over. And then inhale and hold. And exhale, ribs, upper spine, head and neck, and then bring the arm down. And I know that can be very difficult. Again, a lot of concentration. That's it, which is one of the Pilates principles. Concentration and focus. That's it. And again. And then last one. Good, and then bring the arm down to rest, that's it. Okay, now we're going to come into a C curve. So again, a really nice way of getting movement into your spine, into your lower back, and to help stretch the lower back as well. Feet and knees hip width apart, hands on the back of your thighs, and then again, really try and find length there as much as you can. So ground your feet into the floor, press away from the mat, and again, that imaginary string is always there. And again, just be careful here that we don't end up sticking your chest forward and flaring the ribs. So again, keep the ribs closed, draw the belly button in, and then you're just going to move again, both head and pelvis. So like your extended cat, but now we're going the opposite way. And we're going to relax the shoulders. So again, it's very small. Then you're going to hold that position, and then both head and pelvis are going to move together to come back to your starting position. Okay, then we're going to do that again. So we're going to hold it here, and then again into your C curve. Hold, and then head and pelvis move together to come back to your starting position. Okay, and then again, take a breath in, and breathing out into that C curve. Inhale and hold, and exhale to come back. Okay, just going to do this twice more through. One last time. And rest. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit a little bit more of a bigger curve. So we're going to come into a half roll back. So again, you can keep your hands on the legs still, just for extra support if it's too much load on the lower back. Or if we can, just bring your arms straight out in front of you. So really lengthen those fingertips. And again, lift out of the lumbar spine. Take a breath in, breathing out, drop the shoulders down, draw that belly button in, find that curve of the spine, and then rolling back. And then we're going to hold the position, inhale, and then exhale, pull the belly button in, rolling back up. And as the shoulders reach over your hips, lengthen through your spine. And then again, so you're going to inhale to prepare, and exhale to roll back halfway. Inhale and hold, and exhale, scoop up that tummy, and then lengthen. And again, so again, still practicing mobility, flexibility of the spine. Inhale, and then exhale to roll up. One more time. As the shoulders reach over your hips, lengthen the spine, and then just relax those arms. Well done. Okay, now we're going to use this as a transition to bring you down to the mat. So if you just shuffle forward slightly, so you've got room behind you, and then you're going to reach your arms out in front, relax the shoulders, take a breath in, breathing out, and you're just going to roll all the way down with control. So lower, middle, so again getting that articulation through the spine, and then reaching the arms back, bring the arms forward and down, and then just slide your feet in towards you. Well done. So we are going to do a curl up here just to practice some flexion of the back of the upper spine. So we're just going to just a straightforward curl up. So either keep both feet down on the mat or bring both the legs into a double knee fold position. And then we're going to interlace the fingers, hands behind the back of the head. And then you're just going to practice a chin nod first. So you're just going to nod your chin to the chest. So even before the head lifts, before you're in your curl up position, lifted off the floor, that's the first bit of movement we want, just so the neck is in line with the spine when we come up into your curl up. So maintaining that chin nod position. Now think about your ribs pulling down towards your hips. So then the upper back can then start to bend forward into that flexion. And then we're going to hold it there at the top. And then you're going to uncurl. So ribs start to extend, upper back starts to extend to bring the head and neck back down towards the mat. Okay, then we'll repeat that again. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale to nod, curl up, inhale and hold, and exhale to uncurl and bring the head back down to the floor. And again. Okay, one more time. Well done. Resting the head and neck, and then resting your feet down to the floor. Good. Okay, now we're going to focus on rotation for the lower back. So the lower back is designed to rotate, not as much as the upper. So it's quite small compared to the upper. So we're just going to bring your feet together, knees together, and then just take your arms away from the body. So palms facing up to the ceiling. And then let the shoulders relax, relaxing around your neck, and then squeeze the legs. So think about that inner thigh connection there, don't lose it. So this next movement, you're going to move as one unit. So because you're going to rotate the pelvis, rotate the lower back, everything else is going to move with it as a reaction to the movement. So when we're ready, we're going to draw the belly button in, so find that core connection. We're going to start to rotate the pelvis to the right, and then you're going to rotate the lower back, the hips will then start to move, legs will start to move, and then your feet are going to be side by side. Now your left shoulder blade still wants to be quite heavy on the mat, so it's still connected. Now you're going to hold that position. Now initiate from your tummy, so draw the belly button in to help protect the lower back as we come back to the center, and then repeating on the other side. So keeping that inner thigh connection, you're going to rotate the pelvis, rotate the lower back, and then you're going to hold, and then you're going to return by initiating from your core and come back to the center. So you inhale to prepare, exhale as you go over, inhale and hold, and exhale to come back. Then again to the other side. Okay, we're just going to do this one more time on each side. And last one. Good. Okay, now we're going to challenge the abdominals a bit more. So you can repeat what we just did, or we can now repeat with the legs lifted. So both legs coming away, feet together, knees together, so exactly the same. And then again, keeping that inner thigh connection, draw the belly button in. You're going to rotate the pelvis, rotate the lower back, legs are going to go over, and again, that left shoulder blade stays nice and heavy on the mat. Now you're going to draw the belly button in and bring the pelvis, bring the legs back to the middle, and then again to the other side. So you're going to inhale to prepare, and exhale, over you go. Inhale and hold, and exhale to return back to your center. So what tends to happen here is that we sometimes lead with the legs. So again, like with the lateral flexion, really trying to lead from your pelvis. Your pelvis initiates the movement, not your legs. And it's not the weight of the legs that take you, over to the side. Okay, we'll do this once more, each direction. This is quite tough on the tummy. It's a lot of control, a lot of effort needed. Last one. Inhale and exhale, and last one. And when you're ready, rest your feet to the floor. Well done. Hug your knees into your chest just to release the lower back a little bit. And then when you're ready, pop both your feet down to the mat, and then you're just going to stretch both your legs away from you. Now we're going to come into a roll up here. So we either have your arms down by your side or reach your arms back if that feels comfortable. And then when you're ready, just to bring you up to sitting, nod your chin to the chest, arms come forward. So again, a roll up is another spinal articulation. So you're peeling one vertebrae off the mat bit by bit, and then you're just going to come into that spine stretch. Inhale and hold, and exhale to come back up to a seated position. Well done. Now we're just going to finish on your front now. So if you come onto your tummy, so come into that prone position. Again, you might need the cushion here just to help with the neutral position. So just remember to pop it underneath your pubic bone. Just remember only if you're someone that's quite curvy in the spine, it's got a bit more of a curve, rather than the flat spine. So if it's quite flat, then you won't need it. It should be okay as it is. And then you're just going to have your hands out in front of you. So on the edges of the mat, resting your head on the floor, heels are rolled in towards each other, and draw the belly button in. So we've already done extension already, but we're going to do a bit more because we need more extension in our lives, in our spine, because we spend way too much time in that flexed position, whether that's sat behind a desk or reading a book or looking at our phones, looking at our tablets, or yeah, any of that. So you're just going to draw the belly button in, sending your pubic bone down to the floor, brushing your nose forward, and then you're going to start to extend and lengthen. So you want to feel like you're going forward and then up. And then you're going to hold that position at the top, and then you're going to soften the breastbone, and then you're going to come forward and down. So really trying to lengthen as you come back down to the floor. And then again, so you're breathing out on the way up. Inhale and hold, keep that abdominal connection. And exhale, again, lengthening forward and down, bit by bit. And then again. So again, we're still trying to, again, articulate the spine here. So again, moving section by section. And then when you come back down, again, we kind of tend to lead with the head and neck a bit. So again, we're going to think about the breastbone. So softening the breastbone. And then again, think of the spine moving forward and away from the sort of lumbar spine. So it gets longer and longer and longer. And then the head and neck comes down to the floor. Okay, and then again, so you're going to breathe out. Inhale and hold. And exhale to roll down. Last time. And resting back down. Good. So now we're going to practice a cobra. Okay, Pilates version of a cobra. So we can stick to what we just did. So if you do have any disc issues, I'll just stick to what we just did. Don't do the full extension. And also if your lower back's just not feeling great today, or just there's a little pinch or something not quite right, just stick to what we just did. So again, just draw the belly button in. You're going to brush your nose forward. So now we're going through the upper spine, and then we're going to continue to extend the rest of your spine. So we're going to press your hands into the floor, and we're going to straighten your arms, and we're going to look forward towards the end of your mat. And I absolutely love this stretch and love this movement for the spine. Inhale and hold, and then exhale. Again, you want to soften the elbows, soften the breastbone. Feel your tummy start to come down to the floor, and then feel the rest of your torso start to lower, then the chest, the breastbone, and then again the upper back and the head and neck is the last thing to come down. And then again, so lengthening forward and up. So really trying to find space in between each vertebrae as much as we can. Hold at the top and then rolling back down. Good, and really nice to do at the end of the day, especially if we've been sat down for long periods of time, or we've been bending over a lot, picking up heavy objects, picking up grandchildren, small children. Inhale at the top and then exhale to roll down. And last one. And then again, think about the spine leading, not the head and neck, section by section, lengthening forward and away to find that length and find that space. Well done. And then from there to release the back again, because we've done extension, pop your hands by your chest, and you're going to sit back into your resting position. And again, just take a few breaths here, just breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then take one more breath in this position. And then we're going to come up to standing. So from here, we're going to come into a crouch. So if you just tuck your toes under and lift your knees away from the floor. So this is what I love to do at the end of class sometimes, is to do a roll down at the end, just to see the difference in your spine. See how much more movement we have, or just feel how much more comfortable it feels. So you're just going to let the head and neck go. Press your heels into the floor, soften through your knees, head heavy, draw the belly button in, press the feet down, really ground the heels, ground the balls of your feet into the floor as you start to restack and rebuild. And then this time we're going to float the arms out to the side and then lift them all the way up to the ceiling, and you're going to look towards the ceiling there. Take a breath in, and then breathing out, we're going to take the arms down, and again we're going to nod your chin to the chest. You're going to roll down to the floor. Good, and you might even feel like you're a little bit closer to the floor. Take a breath in, and breathing out, draw the belly button in, rebuild, restack, and then hopefully it feels really good. Lift the arms up, take a breath in, and breathing out, bring your arms down, nodding the chin to the chest. Inhale and hold. Exhale to rebuild, and then we're going to do this one more time. And then take a breath in at the top, and then breathing out to bring your arms down to rest. So I really hope that felt a lot better than it did at the beginning. So well done for today. Just use this little flow as a way of improving flexibility of the spine by moving it in all the directions it's meant to move in. So I hope you enjoyed that for today, and I'll see you for tomorrow's session.